studs. A stud is essentially just a piece of threaded bar. It is often resembles to the machine screw without a head. Also, you can see studs with heads. Those heads could be welded to a component to hold the other component together. Studs are often designed to be permanently attached to one part. When we can compare with the nut and bolt, that will be used for joining two parts together, and whenever you don't want, you will be removing it out. But stud, most of the time, stud will be connected to one part permanently, and the other part will be assembled on top of that. There are a wide range of materials being used to create stud based on the application. Some of the major materials being used to create studs are stainless steel, aluminum, brass, bronze, nickel alloy, and titanium. And also you can see studs made up of nylon, PVC, and etc. whenever you record a low strength bonding between two parts. So what are the different type of studs? I have highlighted some of the major categories of stud. So here they are: fully threaded stud bolt, double end stud bolt, welded bolt, clinch stud, bonding stud, dual screw, etc. Fully threaded stud bolt are used for fastening large parts together with the nuts at each end to form a bolt. And tap end stud bolts have a short length of thread at the one end, designed to be screwed into a tapped hole. So this has two threads on the both side. So they have a shank at the longer length of the thread at the other end to access a nut. Next is a double end stud bolt. You can see in the image, equal length threaded at each end, intended to accept nuts with a shank in the middle. So other is weld bolt. These have a full length machine thread with a thin wide head to make them easier to weld to another component. Typically it is used for steel fabrication and will be permanently attached to one side of the component. Clinch nut or clinch stud, there are two different types. You can see the longer one is stud and the shorter nut type is the clinch nut. These have a small tapered head with the teeth designed to permanently switch themselves into the sheet metal when tightened. I'll show you some examples in the other slide. Bonding stud. Bonding stud is a full length thread with a flat wide head, often with holes in the head, designed to be bonded into a composite parts, providing a permanent metal stud. We'll see some examples of that too. Here in this slide you can see a different type of studs and application of each type. You can see the fully threaded stud bolt. It is like used for very heavy duty applications. And second is weld bolt. The one end is welded to the one plate and will be used for assembling the other parts on top of that. Tap and stud bolt, you can see two studs projecting upwards, and other one side is having thread. It is actually screwed to the driven part. Next is double end stud bolt. This is also kind of studs where you can see that two other end is connected by using two separate nuts. Bonding stud is a bonding stud you can see in different designs. So one flat surface, a bigger surface, circular or square, will be welded to one component and will be used for assembling other parts on top of that. Dual screw is kind of one side is connected to the wood and one side is machine type. So let me go back. Here you can see the dual screw. These have a wood screw at the end and a machine screw at the other. They are designed to be permanently screwed into wood, providing a stud to fasten a part using a nut. And again in this slide you can see some examples of clinch stud and also examples of clinch nut. This is having some kind of patterns, projections that will be, when it's tightened, it will be holding to the component so that it will have more strength. These all are some of the basic information regarding studs. I have highlighted all the major studs being used. There are also different type of studs or custom made studs available in market. You can check on that. Thank you.